jail cell. We could hardly move. There was just a thin old bed and a metal toilet in the corner.
Did they give you bread and water?
No, but when my daddy came to get me, he brought me a candy bar, a Chunky.
Weren't you scared?
There was a little girl in a white dress, and she kept crying, saying, I want my mama, I want to come home. But I didn't cry. I wasn't even scared. Because Mama said Jesus is watching over us.
At my church, Jesus is on a big old cross. I feel like he's watching me. Because every time I move, his eyes stay right on me. It's real creepy.
Yeah, I think about that, too. Like if God's everywhere, he's in that smoke.
And even in the dirt under my fingernails.
And he's watching when you steal cigarettes.
And he's even watching when we go to the bathroom. Daddy says there's going to be trouble. The coloreds keep on marching.
Well, my daddy says we have to keep marching if we want things to change for us.
Do you have St. Christopher at your church?
I don't think so. I never saw him anyway.
Well, he lived about 1,000 years ago. He used to carry children across some river on his back. Then they killed him.
Why'd they kill him?
I don't know. Anyway, you can pray to him. Here, take this. It'll keep you safe.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey there, Pumpkin.
Got any of that fake grass stuff that goes in Easter baskets?
Well, it depends on what you're planning to do with it.
I'm making a nest box for a falcon.
You don't have a falcon, do you?
I want to get one. Falcons are so cool, Mom. Like peregrines. You teach them how to hunt and come home. You have to put little hoods on their heads so they don't fly away.
You're gonna need this if you're gonna play shortstop. Little league tryouts coming up.
Oh.
I've been thinking. I'm not much of a team person.
Yeah, well, don't think about it too much. Why don't you just get out there and try to have a good time, okay?
Okay. I'll be outside, Dad, practicing that breathing thing you showed me.
All right, bud. You got anything to eat around here, Shug?
I'm sorry. Didn't you get my letter? You know, the one where I resigned as vice president of food?
Oh, I think it got lost under that stack of junk in the living room. What are you doing?
Well, I bought the low-tar kind by mistake, and they have all these little tiny holes up here in the filter. Just about give yourself a heart attack trying to take a drag.
Why don't you quit?
Quit every day. Just keep starting again.
I asked you to save me a piece of pie.
Oh, I also resigned as pie police.
Well, ask Rene where we can buy another one. It looks good.
Yes, well, next time I talk to her, I will, whenever that is.
Did you two have some kind of fight?
No, not at all. I just lost total respect for us, and she decided to go to work for Lyle Hammond.
Well, I can't believe you're letting the sap rise over that. It's just a job.
Hey, if I took a job stuffing envelopes for the Klan, I think her sap would be rising, too.
Politicians have been giving jobs to their friends ever since the Stone Age. Remember when I worked on that storage building downtown? We got that job through Bunny Maxwell's connections with Hammond. It's the way of the world, Shug.
Who are you? The man I married had values at least somewhere in the same ballpark as me.
I've got the same values. I'm realistic.
Yeah, me too. And the reality is, when somebody's elected by the people, they are supposed to serve them, not be serviced by them. They're supposed to have higher standards than that.
Why? They're people just like you and me.
Well, we're not taking payola.
Only because we haven't been offered any. Good.
Hey, that was my pie.
Thank you.
In May of 1997, 3 bids came in for repairs of that stretch of Highway 81 damaged in the spring floods. Did you know what those bids were?
No. Like I've already told you, Those bids are sealed to protect the contractors from unfair competition.
About a week after those bids came in, J.P. Ridley submitted a bid just $10,000 lower than the other three. Did you tell Mr. Ridley what those bids were?
Well, how could I? I don't have access to that information.
What's your relationship with J.P. Ridley?
I know the company by name and reputation. There's no relationship.
Well, I have a copy of a receipt from a restaurant called Il Figaro from May 15th, 1997 for $116 on your Visa card. Now, the maitre d' recalls seeing J.P. Ridley at lunch with you that day. Can you confirm or deny that?
I'm sorry, I can't be certain. I'll need to consult my calendar.
Have you ever received any gifts of cash or building materials from any of the contractors that we've talked about here today?
No, I have not.
Can you tell me what's at the address 1229 Pleasant Valley Road?
I own rental property there.
Well, your neighbor said that you had a driveway put in a month ago. Who did the paving work?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to ask the general contractor.
Who was that?
Bill Ballin.
We tried to get Mr. Bolin in here to testify. How much did that driveway cost you, Mr. Hammond?
I'll have to check my records.
You do that. You check all your records.